finest in MLB The Show 24 is here, and SDS has been dropping some really cool reveals so far. Leave a like down below on the video, subscribe to the channel, plenty more stuff coming here soon. Finest is here, and the card art looks amazing, let me tell you. They do not miss when it comes to the finest card art. What a novelist concept when you let your talented graphics team design graphics and not do the same old thing each and every time. You get innovation, you get good quality work. What a concept. We have some finest reveals right here. They did it in kind of a fun way. So you would get a scouting report email, and you'd have a chance to reveal it yourself. And then SGS just kind of logs them all together right here. So far, I think we have all of the American League, and we have to wait until tomorrow for the National League. For the Astros, you see Alex Bregman. Is he going to be in Houston next year? Not sure. I heard a report. Apparently, Ken Rosenthal is saying Bregman's looking for a Machado-type deal, $300+ million. Not sure about that one, Breggs, but we'll see. He's going to be the Astros card there. He's gotten some good ones. He remembers MLB 19 finest card in the past. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., of course, no stranger to getting 99 overall cards. He's had some bangers in the past, and I'm really excited to see him get yet another version. Now, those quirks probably won't be that good, which kind of blows. One of my least favorite things about the show this year and years in the past is, you'll have like this Giancarlo Stanton card, super cool and whatever. He's got 99 overall. He's got max power, really good stuff, but he's got no quirks because it's based on what he did last year and not all the havoc he was creating in the ALCS. Now keep scrolling, see what we get here. We have Seattle with the Mariners and the Orioles. Colton Cowser, a couple guys who I'm not sure if they've gotten 99s before. Cowser could have got a Prospects one, and then Kirby, he's been around. He was good with Seattle last year. He gets a finest. He's really good at commanding the strike zone. He's going to have a very tight par, going to have really high BB9, which should play very well, especially on the higher difficulties. Although, don't expect a ton of velocity with him. And then Colton Cowser, the milkman, you're going to get a fun little bat right there in the left-handed slot. So he should be fun. I kind of hope they just, take the top off right here and make the attributes great across the board. Like, yes, is Colton Cowser quite as good of a season as a certain center fielder for the New York Yankees? We'll talk about it in a second here. No, but, it's kind of for the fans. That's the way I look at it. Especially, remember, we've got team captains, 99 overall cards. And considering they never mention finest on this calendar, they talk about the XP path. They do say team affinity, which you could argue would refer to finest, because I think that's where we're going to see most of it. But hopefully, these finest cards have the captain eligibility. A really good card, but you're also reframing the theme teams from the awful 87s to now a 99. Not all of these are on this list yet. We have all for the American League. Kirby Yates, he was great for the Rangers this year, of course. I think age 37, 38. He's not very good at the game. He's got 3 pitches, a fastball, a splitter, and a breaking ball, but he doesn't throw that hard. He's just not very good in the show. But we've gotten a lot of great relief pitchers recently, so it might not be the end of the world. Tyler O'Neill should be a ton of fun. He's got big pop, of course, as a righty. He's going to crush lefties just like he did in real life, and he's got good speed numbers as well. So power speed is always super fun to play with in MLB The Show. Looking forward to him. He's got a good righty swing. Typically, I prefer my lefties, but I can get it up with the righty here and there. Riley Green, of course, for the Detroit Tigers, going to get one. Many 99s at this point. He's a good lefty bat, of course. I think his highest card prior to this one probably would have been the closing pitcher, Riley Green, out of position. Then, of course, Aaron Judge for the New York Yankees is going to be getting a finest card. Now, one thing we got to talk about, there is a finest collection that is going to be dropping simultaneously with this drop. Of course, season 4, it's like the one last hurrah. The concerto of content's going to hit once more. And for the last time until about March of next year, 2025. But Finest Collection, there's going to be some guys that you'll probably notice we should have gotten. They're probably going to be coming in way of the collection. So just keep that in mind. Let's take a look at what other players there are. Mason Miller, of course, for the Oakland, or sorry, Rob Manfred, the Athletics, the A's. They don't go by a city name. Even though they're going to be playing in Sacramento for 3 years, they appreciate it, but not enough to actually put the name within their city. Mason Miller of the A's, fireballer. We'll have to see what pitch mix he gets. He's gotten great cards this year so far. I think 2 or 199. One great card that was, I believe, All-Star. But his All-Star and Live Series cards have a bit of a different pitch mix. Either way, he's going to have outlier. I think that goes without saying. For the Angels, we have Taylor Ward. God, it's weird seeing not Trout or Ohtani here, but I guess we got to get used to it. Maybe next year it's going to be Kyle Hendricks. Maybe he's going to be getting the finest card from here on out. Taylor Ward is fun. He should have catcher eligibility, which is cool. I think there is still a catcher captain that exists at the game that might have been last year. But again, like we talked about for theme teams, I think they're really going to explode in season 4. Again, all restrictions are cut off. This does not do a good job of framing it that way. But yes, you can use any card from set 1 to set 4, including core. You can use the cards that you earned, finally, right? So theme teams are going to be a big proponent, and it's probably going to help keep the game alive, at least for a little bit. For the Cleveland Guardians, we have Stephen Kwan, of course. Very good season, yet again, back-to-back-to-back Gold Gloves. 3 of them in 3 seasons in Major League Baseball. Excellent stuff. You probably would have expected Jose Ramirez here because he's not gotten that 99 overall card yet. He's a textbook example of, yeah, he's going to be in the finest collection, I would nearly guarantee you. For the Mariners, we talked about George Kirby already. My Minnesota Twins, it's going to be Griffin Jax, hailing all the way from Air Force, which is really cool to see. He's actually got a phenomenal pitch mix within the game, so I'm excited. Hell, even his live series card did pretty good work for me, so super pumped as a Twins fan. Throw him on my main team. He's going to be good enough, I do think. And then also my Twins theme team. We desperately need some pitching help. Ashley right here revealing the Garrett Crochet from the Chicago White Sox. Not a big surprise as who their finest was going to be this year. Pretty short list of options, I imagine. Not the best in the game. They might give him outlier for fun here. I don't think he typically gets it anymore. But he should be a 4-pitch guy with improved attributes. He had a Season Award card in Season 1 that wasn't tremendous, but this card should be better. Going to be top of the line? Probably not, but White Sox fan, you're going to love it. Edwin Yasita for the Tampa Bay Rays. Once again, churning out another great reliever. Kind of out of thin air. Someone that not a lot of people would have expected. Probably someone a lot of people don't even know. And Yasita right here, he was excellent for the Rays this year. And hopefully he will be next year when they're playing in Steinbrenner Field. And in 2026 when they're playing who knows where. And then finally, we've got Seth Lugo for the Kansas City Royals. I'm pretty sure National League teams, they haven't showed him off yet. They've only showed American League teams unless, people are hiding it from me. Unless all the people tweeting the National League ones I'm blocked from. Possible, but Seth Lugo for the Kansas City Royals should be a fun one. He's gotten good pitch mixes in the past, had pretty good cards, and overall, I would say it's a strong American League cast. So I'm really excited. I am. Overall, I still think we're looking at a situation where it gets a little tedious. It gets a little redundant. I mentioned this before. Fuzzy puts out a good point right here. I don't think you're in the minority, my friend. This is 3 Aaron Judge cards, and I further talk about it right here. 3 Aaron Judge cards that you have to earn every couple months with the same stats every time. it's not a great situation. It's not a great setup. You know what I mean? Some people might love it. Some people might be fine with it. I obviously think it's a bit frustrating when, instead of putting in a new cast of legends, because we get about 20 each year, we lose about 10. So you get about 10 legends any given year. And then the same player, which, yeah, I get Aaron Judge, big player and whatnot, but having to re-earn the same card because you chose to have restrictions on how people can use the cards that they rightfully earned, it just hurts. It's never going to feel good. And yeah, we've talked to death about that, and we're going to have more opportunities to talk about it, of course. But yeah, I do think theme teams are definitely going to have my interest for quite a while, maybe a month or so, because I can gather my concerto of twins back together. Again, like I said, I haven't had a chance to actually use a full twins team. Like pitching might be good in season 3, but season 2 had the best hitters, and you have to give and take. You only get X amount of wild cards, and there's so many fun cards that I've spent stubs on throughout the year, but I can't use them the way I want to use them. Again, because sets and seasons exist, and STS hates fun. But yeah, I am excited about the prospect of getting to use all my Twins cards, and that definitely is going to bring me back and have me playing probably more than I have since early part of summer. How long that'll last, we will see, and hopefully until we get the announcement that sets and seasons are removed for MLB The Show 25. Let me know what you guys think about the finest cards that we've seen so far. Again, National League, lot still to be revealed, but pretty excited. Of course, this content is coming out on Friday, like we talked about. The big Season 4 reveal, XP Path, Team Affinity, which is probably finest, new rank season, new Battle Royale, and team captains, which I'm not sure if that's going to be something separate. I wouldn't be mad if it's something separate than finest, as long as it's a good card, because nobody wants an 87 plaguing their lineup at this point of the year. Thank you for watching this one, and I'll catch you guys on Friday.